Friend, friend, what kind of buyer will you be? Are you going to be the low ball buyer? That buyer that just, I don't care how great the home is, they're going to make a low offer. Are you going to be that type of buyer? Let's talk about it. Thank you for clicking on Car Conversations with a Realtor. My name is Tranett, and I am thankful that you're here. I pull over, I make these random videos to put you up on game as it relates to buying a home, and I want to educate you and prepare you. Okay, so let's talk about this low baller, shot caller. Listen, you cannot be a low ball buyer, okay? Don't do it. 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 I've had clients in the past that refuse to make a fair offer on anything. Listen, real estate is meant to be bought and sold at a profit, okay? It's not to be bought and sold less than what it's worth. So when you get your pre-approval letter and you get out here and you start shopping with your realtor and they show you homes that are fair market value, meaning they are priced according to what the market says they're worth. The numbers don't lie. If you get out here and you find great homes and you have your realtor show you these houses, and then you know that these homes meet your expectation, but when it's time to write the offer, you offer $20,000 less or $30,000 less, and you get mad and insist that if they want to sell it, then they will sell it for $20,000, or you make up your own thought of how much the home is worth. So in your mind, well, it's not worth $20,000 that they're, above what I want to pay, or I don't even know why they have this house priced this high because it's really not worth that. Well, come out of the house, okay? I don't want you in there nitpicking and tearing somebody's house apart because you want to lowball the offer. That's not fair, and that's childish. It costs what it costs. And if you've been pre-approved to buy it, then you have to pay what it costs. Now, I'm not saying you don't negotiate. I'm not saying you don't get some closing costs paid. I'm not saying that you don't get a home warranty. I'm not saying that you don't get a couple $1,000s off of the price. However, you don't go into the situation knowing I'm going to get a deal. They coming down. I'm not buying it if I can't get $20,000. This is not a game. This is people's livelihoods, yours and the sellers. So if your thought is, I'm going to lowball every single house, every time I make an offer, I'm going to lowball the seller because eventually they'll come down if they want to sell, then you don't need to make an offer. You don't even need to buy a home because you want more than what you're willing to give. And it's not fair to assume that you deserve to have this entitled spirit that you deserve for that seller to come down $30,000 because you feel like it's not worth it. And you know in your heart that it is, but to you it's a game. And so you want to start low and then work your way up. Let me tell you something. That strategy of starting low and working your way up, that doesn't work in most markets. If a home is nice and you come in severely low with an insulting offer, then you're going to get rejected. It's the seller's going to counter back and work your way up. They come up and then you come up a little bit more. They come up, you go down. Nobody has time for that. And sellers are not willing to play these games because they know what their home is worth. They know the value. They know the sweat equity that they put into their home over those years. And for you to come in and insult them with a lowball offer based on no merit, based on no fact that it's worth $30,000 less, then you look crazy. And I'm not saying that to hurt your feelings. I'm just saying you look crazy. You make your realtor look crazy. You look crazy. And you risk the seller not wanting to have anything to do with you. I've presented offers in the past that were low because a buyer insisted, Tranett, I just don't want to pay that much. I like the house. I love the house, but they need to come down. And I'm like, okay, well, how much down are we talking? Maybe like $5,000? No, Tranett, I want to offer them $20,000 less. So the house is $300,000 and you want to offer $280,000, or you want to offer $275,000. You want them to come down $25,000. Well, if they really want to offer, if they really want to get it sold bad enough, then they'll take it. No, they won't. No, they won't. Why? Because they don't have to. Your offer is one of many that's going to come. They don't need your offer if you're not going to offer something fair and something that's competent, something that's comparable to the houses that have already sold in the area. Who are you? You're just another person that's passing along. So if you love a house, friend, don't be a lowball buyer. Don't do that. And put yourself in the seller's shoes. If you were selling your home, would you want lowball offers? Would you take that buyer serious if they offered $30,000 less on your home? No, you wouldn't give it a second thought. You would reject the offer. And there are times when you think that you can play ball and start low and work your way up, but that doesn't work because the seller rejects you right at the gate, meaning they don't even want to send you a counter offer. They don't even want to play with you because they assume that one, you may not be approved, two, if you are approved, you're not even approved for that amount to even buy their home, and three, you just an uneducated buyer. Listen, I'm getting worked up on this video. This must be really touching my heart because I am even stuttering. I'm stumbling over my own words. That's how serious this one is. Don't be a low ball buyer. If the home is worth the listing price. Now, before you make an offer, it's totally fair to ask your realtor to run the comps to make sure you're not overpaying for the home or over offering for the home. That's a reasonable ask. And once your realtor gets back with you and lets you know, yes, that home is priced according to what has already sold in the area, I think this is a good price for the home, then proceed with good common sense. Proceed in making an offer that is fair to you and the seller. When you make an offer, it has to be fair to both parties in order for it to work. You cannot expect for the seller to give you the pie in the sky and everything that you ask for with nothing in return. Sellers are not desperate. Now, you will find sellers that are motivated sometimes, and those are the ones that you can maybe get better deals from. However, not every seller is a motivated seller, and you can't use the logic of if they want to sell, then they will accept my offer. That is not logic. That is unrealistic fairy tale thinking. And if you haven't seen that video, you should watch the fairy tale buyer, the unrealistic buyer, because that is the type of behavior that they have. They feel entitled and they feel like the seller should come down. They feel like they should receive everything in the offer because they somehow are the king or the queen because they are able to buy a home. That's not how it works. Keep in mind that you have to be fair. Keep in mind that you treat people the way you want to be treated. And buying a home is no different. You cannot take advantage of the seller. That's not right. And equally, you don't want the seller to take advantage of you, because that happens as well. Sellers recognize when buyers are very eager or they really love their home or they're willing to do anything to get it. So they push the envelope and they don't do all they can to help a buyer. There are sellers that are that way too. However, again, a great realtor, when you hire a great realtor, that person knows how to keep you balanced. They know how to keep you centered. And also, if your goal and your strategy is to be a lowball offer on every home, you may get dropped by your realtor. Because again, you make us look bad. You put us in a really poor position to be out here presenting these lowball offers like we don't have any common sense ourselves. Now, we do have the fiduciary responsibility to present all offers, but we don't like presenting low offers when we know that it's just going to get rejected, or we get asked questions behind the scenes by the other realtor like, Tranett, what are they thinking? Like, are you serious? Did you mean this in this offer? All of that's embarrassing because I know better, but I can't convince you to know better. And because you are stubborn and you play this game like it's your way or the highway, you put us in an awkward position and you cause sellers to not want to work with you or to accept your offer. So just know that You have to be realistic. Understand that it's a two-way street. Understand that it must be fair for you and for the seller. Everyone wants to win. Everyone is really on the same side. Once you find a great home, put your best foot forward. Don't let somebody swoop in under you and steal the home that you really wanted because you want to play hardball and get an extra $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 off. That's very unrealistic, friend. So let's not be lowball buyers, okay? I appreciate you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's free. If you are on the journey of buying a home within the next 12 months or less, then allow these videos to speak into your spirit. Allow me to encourage you. Allow me to educate you and prepare you so that you will be well equipped to have a successful home buying journey. It's free to subscribe. It's free to share these videos. If you know someone else that is in the market to purchase a home in the next upcoming 12 months, then share it. Sharing is caring. And then make sure you go ahead and get your video program, Buying a Home After Age 40. The link is in the comments and it's only $25. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.